Hello viewers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. It's time for more dungeon. It's time, yeah, it's that time. That's the time that it is. Let's dungeon. Let's dungeon it up. Okay, what do we got here? That's pretty good. Obviously, you've seen the value of plus 40% stun chance. The game's generating us a lot of longer missions, which I actually appreciate. I enjoy the longer missions. That is a pretty good trinket. Just plus 4 accuracy, plus 4 dodge, no downsides. But who's down here in the bench still? Let's sort everybody properly. Yeah, you two were slightly out of order. It was really bothering me. Alright, so it looks like we have pretty good reputation up here in our orange level classes. You know, it's possible these are supposed to be yellow more than orange, and it might just be the color balance on my monitor. I don't know, man. But these veteran, let's use the word veteran from now on, SB. Let's do that. That's not very good. There was a build for a while that could get you to very, very high death's door resistance. I don't remember if it was possible to get to 100. Way back in the dark days, the old days. But if it wasn't, it got you very close, and you had 2 martyr seals on, and the guy would just be completely insane. He'd do 1 billion damage every time he hit. So we have access to an orange here that doesn't necessarily require us to be level 4s, whereas the orange from the boss, I think, pretty much does require level 4s. But how much do I trust a level 3 group to make it through a long orange mission? I'd have to spend some gold on them. I would want it to be a pretty upgraded group. Yeah, so let's do it, huh? Alright. The Warrens, unfortunately, is the home of the Swine Tor. I mentioned it briefly in another video, but I want to reiterate. Every orange level has every area, every one of these dungeons, has a 2-space wide monster that only appears in orange and higher missions. Veteran and higher missions. I just talked about how I was going to stop saying orange. Veteran and higher missions. And some of them are scarier than others. The one that appears in the ruins, the Skeleton Commander, really isn't that bad. The one that appears in the Weald is the giant with the tree. And that guy's a little bit of a bummer. But really, you can control him. And he's only likely to really seriously hurt one person. The Swine Tor, with his lance attacks, can hit everybody in the party, and on a crit can deal really a lot of damage. So I'm always a little nervous about these Veteran Warrens missions. I caught myself there, you hear it. These Veteran Warrens missions, because I'm afraid of Swine Tors, basically. The two space wide monster in the Cove we have not seen yet. The Cove has stopped generating interesting missions for a little bit. What do we have here right now? No, actually, that's pretty good. Well, that's very good, I would say. Man, do I just want to do this instead of an orange? I would love to have a Heaven's Hairpin. Yeah, let's get it. I know. Well, we're doing oranges soon, guys. For real. For real and forever. But for right now, I want to get that. That looks so cool. So what skills do these guys have? So occultists and plague doctors, uniquely suited to battle in the Cove. The occultist's favorite damage skill, Abyssal Artillery, has plus damage versus Eldritch, and all of the fishmen are Eldritch. His stab also has bonus damage versus Eldritch. And almost nothing in the Cove has blight resistance at all. So you can get a lot of value out of this guy's skills. And then, I don't know, we'll start bringing up a second Abomination, right? That's a good idea. And Malvolet. We'll have to rejigger his skills a little bit. Let's go adjust people's skills. Because nothing is more interesting in a Let's Play than me clicking on some menus. So let's think. Realistically, what are we going to do here? His mark does have value because the Houndmaster is here. Demon's Pull's not bad. I don't want to bring Weakening Curse, basically, and I'm wondering if Sacrificial Stab is worth bringing as well. Has a high crit chance, does bonus damage against Eldritch. Let's unlock it at least. We'll consider further in the dungeon proper. I did not mean to close that. You're going to be standing in front, so I want you to get Guard, because this skill can't be used from in front, which actually makes the... that's right. If he's standing in front, then the mark is not useful. So then the stab was definitely a good call. And you guys already have unlocked... Yeah, you have everything unlocked, right? Because of how your class works. Okay. I feel good about this. Alright, we are not going to equip all of our trinket slots. I'm going to go ahead and leave our Houndmaster equipped because his stuff's good. We're going to leave some of these guys room to just carry things. Carry extra trinkets. We can get more money. And really, getting money from green missions should be a very high priority because they're a lot less dangerous than the other missions. In veteran missions and the tier above, you really do want to make sure that you have enough supplies, enough things to help your party out. So these easy missions are where you want to be making your bones. Yeah, we're just going to go like this. Plague Doctor is also valuable, especially in the Cove, because Battlefield Medicine is great against the Cove monsters who love to inflict big bleeds. And again, it's a little bit less relevant in the green missions, but Veteran and above. I haven't talked about the 2 space monster from the Cove yet, but he inflicts a pretty nasty bleed, and you do want to be able to deal with it. Medicinal herbs are useful here. Sometimes find lock stuff. I don't want to bring a whole lot of stuff that I'm going to have to throw away because that's just wasted gold. I'm bringing an extra shovel. That was a misclick. I don't want that. Yeah, what the hell? We'll go like this. I could have brought some holy water. I'm trying to squeeze as much gold as possible out of this. This mission, or this episode is going to feel kind of similar to last episode, so I apologize for that.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we only get to skip 2 rooms. We're actually pretty close to the 3-room threshold here, but we didn't quite make it. No reason to start here. You do it. Okay. This barnacle-encrusted chests can be broken open with a shovel. But you guys know I'm very nervous about using my shovels this early on. I've had some bad experiences in the Weald that have really tainted... Oh, I forgot to switch his... Yep. Okay, reskills for everybody, because I'm pretty sure I forgot to switch the occultist as well. So this should be lethal if it lands. Okay, good. He doesn't really have a thing of value to do here. I guess we'll... This is the most damage he can deal. You? I don't know. Look at that, we reduced that 0 damage by 30%, all the way down to 0. So his stun resist is only 50%, even with the buff. Do I want to take the coin toss? Yeah, let's do it. Also, man, 7 damage.
Slowly.
He's getting some pretty good rolls.
This is how a life is taken.
Ordinarily, I recommend taking the hit everybody and bleed them skill on the Houndmaster when he's playing frontline. I didn't take it here because in the cove things have a lot of bleed resist, but honestly that was probably wrong. I probably still should have. It's still a way of dealing area damage, which is, you know, it is meaningful. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we'll get him again. Look at how little damage he's dealing. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect the damage dealt by bleeds. I think even that being the case, this guy is still less dangerous than the grouper. The blue mouth. Yeah, look at this. We got no damage output because I didn't reskill. At least we'll kill him this turn. You know, eventually.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, let's fix some things here. Number one, this is not useful to you. Yeah, I should have, because I can't lick wounds anyway, and yeah, just poor play. Poor play. Playing too fast, not playing smart. So this is going to help. Oh, wait, the mark is not useful yet. We're going to do it like this. Alright, that's going to help our damage output a lot. Now the occultist can actually attack things. Which is sort of the whole reason that he's here. Okay. Room explored. That was exciting. So what are the two rooms we intend on skipping? I don't know. There's no two rooms that leap out at me as obvious. These two, maybe? We'll see if circumstance suggests another path to us. Okay, early hunger event. Not my favorite thing to see. I don't know if this is true, but it seems to me that you get more hunger events when walking pathways that you've already cleared. Again, don't take that as gospel or a thing that I have any evidence to back up. It's just a feeling I have. He leveled up in his attack, his trap disarming chance went up. We're going to go around the bend here. Let's get all of these rooms. Alright, more deeds. We are definitely going to be flush with heirlooms at the end of this. Alright, not too dangerous. The sea maggots can sometimes get you with the... get you a disease, which is a shame occasionally. Oh, he resisted. Wait. Okay, it had somewhere in between 0 and 20 flight resist before. Okay, so this guy is in a lot of trouble. That's a shame.
A devastating blow.
Okay, his blight wasn't actually lethal before, it is now, so that attack has effectively killed both of the stingers. Ew, keep your fluids off of me. Look, this is a good rule. A good rule for life. Everybody listen to this. Don't just put your fluids on people. Alright? Even if somebody asks you, be like really gentle and respectful in the way in which you give them your fluids. All we gotta do is get 1 damage here. Okay. He is blighted to death. I am not going to transform for this battle. I just won't do it. Actually, I probably should have just prayed for absolution instead of attacking, because that attack was very low value. Alright. Fight over. We're just going to let him kill himself. Let him die. So that we can take advantage of this. Yay. It's a really good skill.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Sure, but that doesn't really cut on its own, because I had to throw the grenade and everything. I mean, it was still like... You know, it was still powered by our effort. It's not like some kind of robotic blading machine. I mean, even that would have to be built by somebody. These are perfectly reasonable quibbles. Okay, well, this is not great. Can he stab from the front position? He can, okay. So him in front is slightly better than Plague Doctor in front. He can do something. Yeah, 8 damage isn't even, like, super low. So you could transform. I don't know that we need to, honestly. I think this is under control. Our occultist is just going to shank people all fight long. Look at that, he's not even stunnable. There's no way to even control him, so gargling grab incoming. I forgot that you can't blackjack from back here. Marking is not very valuable in this situation. Guarding is not really that valuable in this situation. And if he blackjacks, if he moves forward into blackjack position, he'll push the A-bomb out of attack position. I want the Houndmaster to move forward, but I think it's going to have to wait until after this guy shifts back one more space. Or this girl, rather. So I guess do this? Check it out, it worked. Actually, we're getting okay value out of that. Yeah. All right. I feel fine about the way that went. I think that it is important for you to continue to move. I don't want this guy doing his thing. Let's just make sure. Okay. 6 damage was not going to be lethal, I think, right? He had 7 or 8 health, so that was really good. Okay. We can continue to fight in this arrangement. Now we have access to all of our actually good abilities, except for the Occultist's Heal, which is not super relevant with the way the battle is set up right now. Okay, so this guy's dead. Ooh, he does get a crit off on his way out, though. Vampiric Spirits. Is that a bad one? That sounds like a bad one. Oh my god, let me open my character window. Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad for now. We'll probably want to remove that from him before he goes on any hikes into higher level territory. Alright, well, everything's dead. I should have had him lick wounds. It's a very rare opportunity to use lick wounds. And I mean, the whole reason I have it equipped is for situations like that. But honestly, if he's out of position, if he's out of position, Hound's Rush is going to be way more useful than lick wounds. Honestly, this party is, I didn't plan it this way, but this party is pretty resilient against position switching. We're all pretty good from a lot of positions. Okay, I'm totally going to transform for this. Screw these guys. So, stun on you. Okay, well timed. Seriously, screw these guys. Man, do I want to transform? They might be under control. Yeah. Because we have yet to Plague Grenade. Alright, they're both dead. Yes, excellent. Excellent crit.
Destroy them all.
So, I mean, if you've been watching the Let's Play up to this point, first of all, bless your heart for having nothing better to do. And secondly, I don't really have anything new to say. It's gonna blow your mind on this one. We're just trying to minimize the number of attacks we take, which means killing enemies as quickly as possible, because minimizing the number of attacks you take is the best way to control your stress. This guy's already dead, he just doesn't know it yet, but we're not going to wait him out. We'll attack him. But we don't have to attack him right this second, you know. It's a shame. The Plague Doctor will get a real attack in, and this will probably kill him. Ooh.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
We'll do that. I'm not too worried about compromising his defenses. Abominations are incredibly tough. Why didn't I interact with that curio while I was passing it? That's just poor play. Alright, I am willing to use a shovel here.
Another misfortune.
Oh man, how does this work? I'm never gonna stop making fun of her. Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna try to make sure she doesn't get to cast. Okay, pretty great. Pretty great outcomes there. These guys have a pretty reasonable damage potential, and I would rather control that than control the cultists. The cultists have a high crit chance, but they don't do that much damage. Okay, so you have 9. I'm gonna give him a little love tap. I don't think that the Abyssal Artillery... Well, Abyssal Artillery is pretty likely. Yeah, okay. It did do enough damage to kill that guy. The hit on the Stresscaster was irrelevant, because she was already going to die from her blight. Should you heal yourself? You only have 9 health left. A stab is really compelling, but yeah, go ahead and... We're going to play a little bit on the safe side, just so that I get in the habit of playing a little bit on the safe side and I stop being so cavalier with the health of my high-level characters. Alright, hit him with that, not because I think the stun's going to stick, but because you don't actually have a better option, damage-wise. Oh, what am I thinking? He was blighted. That Houndmaster's attack didn't do anything at all. Just kind of throwing it away. Yeah, the chain whip still does, you know, some damage.
Well struck.
That attack does have a pretty great crit rate. You can see plus 10%.
Trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I don't think I care about that enough to throw anything away for it. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'm not going to bother going back for that curio. I'm sure we'll end with enough treasure. Although, a lot of our curios so far have been torch sconces, which is not the thing that we are looking for most, certainly. Alright. So this is the thing to be concerned about. Pelagic groupers can only attack the front 2 slots if they are in the front 2 slots, and can only attack the back 2 slots if they're in the back 2 slots. This actually is a danger to our occultist. So I'm going to take an unusual step and throw a backline stun first. We're going to try to get this guy under control right away. I could have thrown the chain lash at him and it probably would have done as much damage, if not more. But I wanted to also get some damage onto the stinger, because I think we do have this guy under control. We'll be able to keep him down. Well, sadly, we're only about 30% likely to stun him, so we won't try. And I think for the sake of safety, we want to use a heal here, as much as I would like to just shank this guy in his stupid fishy face. Occultist, man. Well, shoot, we should have just shanked him. You see this? You see what I'm learning here? I think this is a transform fight. I think this is a good time to bust out the beast form. Spear fishing. Okay, good dodge. Please stop doing things until we get this under control. Unfortunately, his beast form, I believe, cannot hit the back row. Good stun resist. So do I want to... Yeah, let's just lay it on. Okay, so this guy's low. Man, maybe I don't have to transform. Never mind. Never mind, everything's fine. Lethal? Lethal. Okay, good. Yeah, the Abomination is pretty versatile. Not great at everything, but great at most things. Okay, that was the buff. Good. That was the buff. That's good because it doesn't do anything. We'll just get his bleed off of him. Man, what a big crit. It's okay, he's saving all his good luck for the hard fights. And this thing has 2 health left, and this thing has no health left, so I feel like we're in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, when our Beastmaster is not transformed, our Beastmaster? When our Abomination is not transformed, our damage output isn't actually that great. This is a control party rather than a DPS party.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
It is true that damage is better than control because the best way of controlling an enemy is making them dead. But it's not better by that much. I like portraits. Honestly, I would rather have a stack of portraits than a stack of busts. And I know I just kept a dog treat in my inventory over real loot. I think we might take a rest here. Just take advantage of some efficient torching. Or some efficient light replenishment.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
We are really great on stress. We're really great on pretty much everything. Does anybody have an annoying disease? Those vampiric spirits could be annoying. Wait, it was here, right? Yeah, okay. We may as well do this. It costs us very little. This will drop all of her remaining stress. Start doing buffs. Hound's Watch is really good. Let's buff up his damage. If he transforms, it will be really, really powerful. And then we will therapy dog all that stress away. Okay. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. And now we have a stack of food that's down to 2 food. We managed to make good use of a lot of that stack of food.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, let's go this way and try and knock out this corner. We totally will explore the whole dungeon if we're not in horrifically bad shape. We're so unlikely to need the dog treat. But we're not that likely to need the key either. And in a situation where we need the key, it's not a big deal. In a situation where we would need the dog treat, if we don't have it, we're going to be very sad. Because that is a desperate time. Okay. Good surprise. Let's just lock her out. Maybe I should have gone for the blight there. That might have been wise. Oh, she resisted. That's unfortunate. She's got basically nothing left. This guy's going to get one attack. Damage is okay, not terrifying. Some of the crits they can land are pretty scary. Stun you, because I think we're going to kill everybody else. Oh, not in time, though. Yeah, see, that would have been a crit for 18. Could have been pretty ugly. Let's do this in an attempt to make sure... No, she resisted the blight. I really wanted her to not have a turn. That would have been cool. Well, we gotta kill her. Alright, finally something lands. Should I heal? This guy's at 11 with 2 damage on him. Yeah, let's heal him. Okay, that's not a very good heal. He may get to, actually, let's just remove the bleed. Okay, the battle is back under control. We briefly, just for a moment there, I felt like lost control of things. Let's try that heal one more time. Okay, that's much better. Occultists have significant value to certain kinds of parties. Especially considering that they have what might be the best mark in the game. The Houndmaster's mark is certainly good, though. Okay. I was focused on bringing down that guy because I know that if this guy survives, he still dies before he gets to attack again. We were going to take at most one attack from him. Okay.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
These are both ranged, but all of his beast attacks are melee, I believe. We've actually run out of room. You know what? We don't need to have 3 stacks of food still. It's actually kind of ridiculous how efficient our party has been on food. Alright, we're going to endure a bunch of combat going this way. But I'm not too worried. Obviously, things have been going pretty well so far. Oh, the blight chance on that... Yeah, it's only 100. Not high enough for my taste. Oh, the dodge. This dude thinks he's gonna survive. Alright, well there. That makes it so that he's dead after 1 hit no matter what. Okay, that got us there. But we are going to endure 2 attacks at the end of a round in which the enemies were surprised, which means that things went a little wrong for us. You really don't want to be in that place. Not with this party. Considering how many powerful and reliable stuns we have. Ew. That looks really painful, the red. I can feel the pain of the red raised spots all over his skin. It's gross. Okay, well. This isn't going as well as we might hope. Which is to say that everything's still going fine. Everything's totally fine. It's time for... Nope, no crit heal. It's time to fish for a crit heal. Ooh. We're getting dodged all over the place. There's a chance that this will still stun. Alright. The chance was pretty good, but it wasn't guaranteed. We'll take a guaranteed heal on the injured guy, and then we'll finish this thing off. We'll take a heal on you two and hope for a crit. And then we had 2 attacks there, so...
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I felt pretty confident that we had that. Time to throw away the dog treats, I think. This can cause stuff to give us lots of extra treasure. Yeah, let's toss that. It's also conceivable that it would be right to throw away the, what you call it? The, what the hell am I talking about here? It's also conceivable that it would have been right to throw away our other bundle of campfire wood. That's what I was going to say. Because, again, we're in a place where we don't really have that much dungeon left. Remember, we don't have to explore 2 of these rooms. And everything's going super, super well. Who has a really annoying trait? Faithless and sickly aren't that... What's sickly? Yeah, that's not that bad. Plutomania... Demonomania... Okay, nobody's traits are, like, terrible. So we'll see if we can get rid of Demonomania. Yeah. Demonomania? Maybe? I might be stressing the wrong syllable. On the whole, though, pretty easy stuff so far. You know what? This might be worth transforming for. Let's be sure, huh? So, do I want to, like, really just rail this dude hard, or do I want to... Crit chance is pretty low. Yeah, let's just do that. That guy is a corpse, but when he died, there was no corpse left behind. How does that make sense? I do wish that there had been a corpse, because abyssal artillery would have been fun to use there. Let's blight this thing, because I don't expect him to get another move. And it's just tedious to fight these dudes. I think we're going to be able to control the fish guys pretty well. Yeah, that's the sort of thing I was talking about when I said that. Nice. When I said that it was going to be really cool if that guy transformed, given the buff that he has. Let's fish for a crit heal on you, I guess. Nope, no such luck. Because this thing's dead. We don't need to. Wow, zeroed.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I definitely don't have enough crests. You can try to open it. Because if it's trapped, you'll just heal off the damage anyway. How bad is this? One fight and then a curio. Well, I haven't got a lot to say here. Let's kill everyone. You know, with murder. She's going to get attacked. I don't think she needs to be blighted. Let's blight this guy. Because his health is low enough that it might very well be a kill. Alright, let's try with you. There we go. Sadly, only 1 damage on the initial hit means that we do have to either let this guy attack again or give him a little tap. Let's give him a tap. Oh, I was really hoping the Plague Doctor would go before he did. That would have been a very efficient battlefield medicine.
A decisive pummeling.
Yeah, I don't know about a decisive. I kind of feel like it was already decided by that point. Now let's just drop him. Oh, I guess not. Let's just attempt to drop him. There we go.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
We actually were able to fit all 4 of the items there into our inventory. That's pretty good. I'm not going to bother healing our abomination right at this moment. The dude's pretty resilient. He'll be praying for absolution at some point in the near future. So we're not gonna blow any food on him right now. Actually, should we? You know what? I am going to... Oh, we generated a fight. I am going to toss him some food just because I don't want to have to try to... I don't want to have to waste as much food if we get items that I feel are worth throwing a stack of food away for. We get at least a little bit of positive value this way. Oh, resisting the stun. Okay. And not dying. Well, this is embarrassing. Damn it. Alright. I will totally spend all 4 of our attacks on making sure she's dead. I'm not happy about it. But it is definitely the better play unless somebody here gets a crit. Yeah. We definitely made out pretty well there. It is remarkable how consistently you go before the Plague Doctor. It's a real shame. His speed is really high. We have that speed buff on, and then he just has a lot of speed naturally. We're gonna have the Occultist heal him. He could use a little bit of a touch up. Right, if that sticks, that guy is dead. Okay, nice. So obviously, dots and stuns combine in a very efficient way. I'm going to use another heal from him because we got this. This is under control. Wow, a negative 3-point heal that was. Okay, that was good. And highly efficient. Now the battle's over. You want to try to end your battles?
This expedition at least promises success.
We'll give it to you. You want to try to end your battles before the end of turn 4, I would say, pretty much always. Huh. What do I want to drop here? I think I'm going to drop a Jade for starting a stack of Emeralds. This is worth more than something. And this is worth more than a whole stack of Jades, at the very least. Which makes it also worth more than a whole stack of Citrines. And we have enough space for that. Okay. Let's keep moving. We don't really have a pressing need to camp just yet. And I have enough torches that I don't, at this moment, need to be thinking hard about my torch usage, about how to most efficiently get light out of the campfire. Alright, here's the second most annoying quirk. Egomania is not great. Plutomania. Yeah, let's use you. Oh, actually, I didn't even have a thing left, so... I don't know why I thought that was going to matter. We're getting very few fights where we have a full back line here. Or at least, very few fights where we have a full back line by the time it's the Plague Doctor's turn. Should I maybe throw up on them? Maybe I should just puke all over them. That'll show them. His stun does a lot of contact damage. I think that's worth doing. Ooh.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
He was at 0. Yeah, we're gonna be aggressive. I considered just having him throw battlefield medicine over here, despite the fact that we know they won't attack us this turn and we have a weird reconstruction coming. Because what if it got 0, right? But I decided to roll the dice on that in the hopes that I would... Wow, he resists everything. We did kill this guy, at least. And that guy.
Quakes.
The unquenchable fire of the stars. I'm pretty sure that was a knife. That little quote is probably more effective when you use one of your scary occult-based attacks, like Abyssal Artillery or something. Okay, Okay, is he dead? He is dead. You know what that means? Everybody stop fighting. Let's pray. Crit heal? Nope. And then we'll go ahead and finish the fight. Well, now that's interesting. Let's max out our light level.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
At this point, I think it is in fact likely that we're going to be camping again. So we're going to use the campfire to restore our light when our light needs restoring. Let's transform on this one. These guys can be annoying. Wow. I feel like I maybe attacked the wrong target. You know, with foreknowledge, might have changed my decisions, if you can believe it. Right, and with any luck, we get a cudgel on him. Okay, he's dead. A big enough cudgel. It's a little late for that. Although I suppose it does still give you a bunch of prot. He might be getting hound marked just to drop his prot. There's a chance that a rake would kill this guy. I'm gonna take it. Because I know if it doesn't work, the Hound Master can finish him off. Or even the Plague Doctor. Let's try with the Plague Doctor. Okay. I suppose maybe I shouldn't have done that way. I should have let somebody else finish him off and had the Plague Doctor blight the guy who has all the prot. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we can land it again. Yep, we got there. We only had a 95% chance, so... No, I was a little nervous, you understand. Alright, we're just gonna chip this guy down. He has a lot of prot, but he doesn't have enough. Okay. And now a round of healing. Transform back and then beg for forgiveness for the horrible things you did here. Right. Fishing for crit heals. You know how it goes. Let's see, if I had camped already, I would have a slot for these crests. Are crests worth more than the potential of a stack of onyx that is currently one stack of onyx? Let's see what we get information here. Okay, we do still have a blockage ahead. We cannot discard our shovels. The gold cost of getting through a blockage by hand is a little high for my taste, stress-wise. I mean, it's possible that we would de-stress enough that it wouldn't matter, but it's not guaranteed. Well, I could even discard the 300 gold knowing that a slot will be free in the very near future. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm not going to take the busts again, because I just don't think it's worth it. Well, this thing is certainly Chthonian. Who wants to touch it? You touch it. Okay. That's fine. We're totally about to camp. We're going to go to this room and then camp. Actually, we're going to go to this room and then camp. Are we? We're definitely going to camp at some point. It's going to happen. Alright, yeah, see, that's good value. I'm glad I decided to keep the stack of onyx. Man, how many ships are crashed down here? I feel like we've seen many. Alright. 2 shipwrecks in quick succession. We don't have our... Yeah, let's just try it. Okay, that's pretty minor. Those sorts of things are much better on the higher difficulties. Alright, so we're actually going to get really good information here. Good scouting results. So we can finish this dungeon without having to do another battle. Right, because we could just go up here and go left, and then we would have enough rooms explored. Okay. Perfect information. Well, let's go this way and get this curio. Oh, we don't have herbs. You touch it. Nothing. Nothing happens. Okay. I think that is what we're going to do. We don't really need more loot. Let's not open this. Never mind. Okay. The reason I said we don't really need more loot and then changed my mind is because we're totally going to do firewood and we'll have a slot open. We did not clear the last thing, but we can always just choose not to go in there. Yeah, let's screw going in there. Oh, my gold stacks also were full.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery.
True story. True story. Alright, we're gonna walk over here, pick up this curio in the dark. Are we? I'll just toss the firewood. If it, like... Nobody actually needs to be de-stressed anyway. I remember that you're not supposed to break those with a shovel. You touch it. Curses. What? We touched that thing and it made everybody else in town know that she's a cheater at cards? That's pretty strange. Alright, let's go ahead and camp.
A spark without
We'll just dump everybody's stress right now.
goal without hope.
So she can self-medicate. That leaves her at 20. We will also therapy dog her. Encourage him. Can we leave? No, okay. It does make us go through with the possibility of an ambush. That's fair. The possibility of an ambush is not the promise of an ambush. It's not actually that likely that there will be an ambush. I don't know. Stress resistance. Yeah.
In radiance,
Okay, no ambush.
may we find victory.
So now we have an open slot. I think we're going to go fight whatever's over here. It's extremely unlikely that the fight will result in us expending any extra gold on hero upkeep, right? So if it has any loot at all, we're probably looking at a net positive. I suppose it's possible that a hero could become diseased with something that we really want to remove. Yeah, could happen. Let's see if it does. I won't even be upset. Okay, it's possible for somebody to get pretty stressed out, actually. They brought a lot of stress casters. That's a good start, though. Alright, so... Yeah, let's be sure. So the question now is, Abyssal Artillery to put the hurt on this guy and maybe kill him? Or do I leave him... Well, he's not going to be able to be cudgeled to death, because the cudgel only reaches the first 3. So let's go ahead and do this. Alright, he has one more move at most. And they're all focusing in on targets that are not really likely to die. Yeah, let's do that. No attacks this round. Oh, he resists it. Okay, you do get stressed. Only takes you to 18, that's not so bad. Easy for you to say. Just hit him, I guess. Just keep hitting him, never stop hitting him. Alright, well, that's that. Who wants to get lucky stress resist, or stress reduction? You! Nope, no crit. How about you? Still no crit. Oh well. Okay, wow. That was actually quite a bit of extra gold. I'm not going to interact with that. I don't have any holy water. I don't want to touch it.
This morbid aspect, this twisted, cavernous maze seems almost traversable.
Okay, so another big payout there. I think we ended up with 2 trinkets that we intend to sell. In addition to, you know, big stacks of heirlooms. Not as many meaningful heirlooms as last time. Quite a lot of crests. Crests are meaningful, listen, don't get me wrong. But they're just, they're not as exciting as portraits and deeds because you are rarely bottlenecked on crests. You need a lot of them, but they're usually not the thing that's preventing you from buying an upgrade. Alright, that gets our Houndmaster up to the next tier. That's annoying, but not that big of a deal on a Houndmaster. That is meaningless. That's also meaningless. That's not good. That's bad. Probably not worth paying to remove, but bad. That one doesn't matter so much. That's okay. Alright. So, again, we're coming out of this with not bad traits
My
either.
obsession caused this great foulness, and it is shameful that I must rely upon you to set it right.
I agree. I'd be ashamed if I were you.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Yeah, there's no reason to upgrade our stagecoach anymore. We're not going to need more than 4 heroes in a week. Alright, well, that's been another episode of Darkest Dungeon. The Let's Play series where I exclusively do easy things, and then they work out really well to the shock of everybody. Now, next time, I think that we are probably... Well, I mean, let's go look. Let's go look and see if there's another great reward somewhere. No, it doesn't look like it. What is that? That's a dodge sheath. Okay, that's not even that great, really. For the way it pigeonholes him. That's not great either. That's okay. I feel like that's kind of weak for an orange. Alright, well, come back next time when we're totally going on a, not orange, but veteran. We're going on a veteran level mission. So, maybe someone dies again. We'll find out, I guess.